Hi, my name is Zahria. This is my discussion board 5, brands and product integrity. So in my own words, counterfeit goods are fraud products made to come off as a brand item at a lesser price. Knockoff goods are items that have the appearance of a brand item, though has an alternate brand name or logo that might look the same but has some differences. Bootleg goods are exact imitation products made to look like brand items and created by the same manufacturers as the original brands, though they are sold in secondary markets. Gray market goods are items meant to be sold in one certain country, though they are sold in a different one. Explain the major difference between a counter good and a knockoff good. So basically, the major differences between these two are counterfeit goods have the intention to mislead and deceive people into thinking that they're the real thing. A counterfeit is an exact copy of a brand product. It has all the same appearances like the logo, the name of the brand, similar material, and all to give it an authentic look. Though a knockoff simply has a similar style, logo, or design of a brand to make it similar but not exactly the same as the original. So for my example, I chose 2 pairs of shades. The name of the designer of the original piece is Chanel, and the price of the original piece is $530. And the company brand of the dupes are shop off of Amazon, and the price of the knockoffs are $17. So some noticeable differences are the shapes of similarities are the shapes of the glasses and the lenses and the stems, though the differences are the logos, as the knockoff has the C's off center and they look as though they were shifted and they don't match each other. Also, the logo on the knockoffs are considerably larger and they connect the lens to the stem. You can also see that the real thing looks sturdier and the material looks more expensive and authentic than the knockoff, and also the gradient of the lenses is different. What are my thoughts on companies offering a dupe knockoff item of designer goods? So my thoughts on this is, yes, dupes and knockoffs are more accessible to people who don't have the expenses or funds to purchase more high-end brands, though it does take away from the craftsmanship and integrity of the original brand and creator. What are some benefits to the consumer and the company for offering knockoffs? Some benefits, like I said, are they are more affordable to consumers, so people are able to buy them. What are some cons for companies offering knockoffs to consumers? I believe that there are considerable amount of cons, including, like I stated before, it lowers the integrity and craftsmanship of the product from a creator, but it also contributes to unethical labor practices, environmental harm, lower quality, and health concerns. Your thoughts on bootleg goods after watching the short video. So my thoughts are they can bring new perspectives to brand names, their logos, styles, and design. It can create connections and collaborations, bringing together creators and artists. I believe bootleg goods are still kind of bad in a way, as they are stealing the original in some capacity. Though I feel like bootleg goods are better when they are approached from an artistic and abstract standpoint than just copying the logo and brand exactly and trying to mislead people. Sort of like what Dapper Dan did, like he created something just based off of other logos and brands. Explain the major differences between a counterfeit good and a bootleg good. So the major differences between a counterfeit good and a bootleg good is that counterfeit goods are fake items that copy real brands and try to come off as the real thing, while bootleg goods don't try to come off as the real item and deceive, and they rather don't actively try to make themselves seem like the real thing. It's more just distributing the real item, just most times unauthorized. The impact you think DIY bootlegging has on the fashion industry. I think DIY bootlegging has had a significant impact on the fashion industry, as it has opened the door for people to interpret and more control high-name brands, seeing as they feel they can do it themselves. It has created the base for many artists and creators, many times leading to collaborations and exclusive collections. Your thoughts on the legal ramifications of bootlegging and counterfeit goods. So I feel it makes sense for there to be legal ramifications of bootlegging and counterfeit goods because they both are technically taking someone's work in some capacity, though I do like when they lead more to collaboration opportunities and bring an abstract perspective to certain brands and creations. Thank you so much for listening.